In the history of Michigan Tech sports, there's been a lot of talented players in multiple disciplines. But this guy was an all-star at every level over a number of seasons. In the WCHA, he went on to a solid WHA and NHL career, all the way from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, with the impressive last name, last in the alphabet, but first in our hearts. Of course, we're going to be talking about the very handsome and a very genial and a very talented Mike Zuke. Now, Michael P. Zuke, again, born in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, April 16, 1954. Played a number of seasons in the NHL and the WHA between the mid-1970s and the mid-1980s. Now, Zuke was drafted 79 overall by the Blues in the 74 NHL Amateur Draft. He played 450 career NHL games with 282 points in those contests, including 86 goals. Now Zuke's father, ironically, was a local mail carrier, and that wasn't his heavy claim to fame. He was a hockey coach who helped produce numerous great NHL players, including the legendary Ron Francis. Now, when he jumped to Michigan Tech from the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds of the NOJHL, he became one of the top players of his generation. Although he lost most of his 74 season, he played with Michigan as a rookie in 73, getting 53 points in 38 games. 75, 78 points in 42 games. And, of course, he was drafted in 1974, also by the Racers, 47 overall. Now, 76 season, he put 104 points in 43 games, breaking all kind of records. Now, he broke in with Major Pro with the Indy Racers in 77 with 7 points in 15 games, and had 71 points in 48 games with the Mohawk Valley Comets of the NAHL. Now, he eventually jumped to the Edmonton Oilers in his unofficial rookie campaign in WHA with 57 points in 71 games and 5 points in the playoffs. Now, 79 was a unique year. He jumped to the NHL for his NHL draft team, St. Louis, and in his NHL rookie campaign, he put up 26 points in 34 games, impressed a lot of people with his transitional play in that big St. Louis rink. But he also played with the Salt Lake Golden Eagles that year with 22 points in 29 games. Now, 80 and 81 were great back-to-back seasons for him. He put up 22 and 24 points. 82, although the points didn't diminish too much, he only scored 13 goals. Now, 83, he found himself back in the minors for 13 games, but did play with the big squad enough to get 24 points in 43 games. Now, 84 was kind of a weird year. He became kind of a a defensive forward for the Whalers in 84. He played 75 games in 84, 29 points. 85, he had 16 points in 67 games, including 4 goals, and wrapped up his career with Hartford with 2 assists in 17 games in 86. Now, we're talking about the collegiate ranks in NCAA. With the Huskies, he was all WCHA first team in 74, an AHCA Western All-American again in 74. He was a second team All-Star in 75 for the WCHA, and a first team All-Star for the WCHA in 76, and he made All-American again for the AHCA in that 76 campaign. Now, Zuke presently owns and operates something called Mike Zuke Enterprises in St. Louis, which is an apparel, screening, print, and embroidery business. Now, if you have a chance, ladies and gentlemen, check out their website, and they do all kind of different stuff. If you check out their website, you can see a beautiful photo of Mike on it, and a whole heavy brand of sportswear. Again, a very, very interesting post business. Now, his business ties in the St. Louis community are well known. So again, if you're a big St. Louis fan, if you want to support his efforts, please let him know. This is not a paid ad for Mike Zuke. It's just the fact is he was so talented as a player. As a businessman, probably that efficiency on the ice has crossed over to the business world. So check it out. What I find kind of strange, though, Mike never played, in my memory, for Team Canada. I'm just wondering about that. He'd be a good selection for any squad. But Sault Ste. Marie, my God, what a great number of players came from there in the late 70s, early 80s. And Mike, again, last in the dictionary, but first in our hearts. Have a good day.